Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Batting second. Shortstop.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Lindor.
Squared that one up just a little late. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Batting third.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And this is fouled straight back and into the mask of the catcher. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now. 3-2. Now here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And Seager will put this one away to retire the side. Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mariners, left fielder Gerard Dyson.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Naquin's on the move. He's there, but he clanks it off his glove. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Batting second.
Gene Segura standing in.
Gene Segura.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Batting third.
Coming to the plate now, Robinson Cano. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. And I believe perhaps a balk has been called here. Yes, it has. And that's going to move the runner up to third now with still just 1 away. Now that's popped up. Ramirez on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Now batting, Kyle Seager, trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. Late that time for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
Man, he wanted that pitch, and I can't blame him. When you're facing a good hitter like this, you want that strike. You need that strike. It's 0-2 instead of 1-1.
And this is fouled at the plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning.
Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Hard liner to center field. Martin is right there, one down. Stepping up now, Jose Ramirez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can drive. And that was not the pitch.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one. Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Grounded to the right. Vogelbach scoops it up, and he is out on the tag. At the plate, Tyler Naquin. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for that sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you. He's forcing you to look somewhere else.
Martin is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
Designated hitter.
Into the windup and the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. One away. At the plate, Dan Vogelbach, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch. You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Center fielder, Leonis Martin.
Pitch on the way. Leonis Martin is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Kluber sets his sights. 0-1 pitch on its way. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The pitch. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Vogelbach is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Into the box, Lonnie Chisenhall. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Chisenhall.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Here's Cano now at second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with two away.
catcher.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. There's a good fastball from Hernandez that time. Strike one. And now a pitch on the way. And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. The 1-2 pitch from Felix. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate. At the plate, Mitch Haniger. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
This is grounded foul. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Batting ninth.
Here now is Mike Zunino.
Mike Zunino.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Mike Zunino becomes out number 2 this inning. He had a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Here's Michael Brantley. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The left fielder, number 23.
Sends
Michael
that one out of play
Brantley.
for strike 1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball hit out towards Cano at second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Digging in for his second at bat, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Cold strike at the letters. 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Line to the right side. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he pops it up back behind second base. Cano onto the grass. And that ends the inning. Ready for another chance? Gene Segura. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Gene Segura.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good bite to the sinker there as it's chopped foul at home plate. Now a swing and a fly ball. Chisenhall is in pursuit, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Robbie Cano now. He popped out in his first trip. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Lindor takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after him, being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. Striding in once again, Jose Ramirez. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Jose
Liner towards second. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard. Now at the plate, Tyler Naquin comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Check by Hernandez. The pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit him to the dirt and turn one over for him.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Tyler Naquin becomes the first out of the inning. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The right
Lonnie
fielder,
Chisenhall will stand in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Drilled down the line. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Here's Nelson Cruz now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
For the Mariners, designated hitter Nelson Cruz.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you. Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Digging in, Dan Vogelbach, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he takes ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Late that time for a strike. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball, the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Leonis
into the
Martin.
windup and the pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Brantley is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Ready for another chance? Yan Gomes. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Gomes.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Up next for
Riding in once again, Francisco Lindor. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. That's inside. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Mitch Haniger comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Fielder, Mitch Haniger.
In there for strike one, 0-1.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game. And that's why he's having such great success.
And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
The catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Mike Zunino stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. 0-1. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice in the game, but that pitch was filthy.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Mike Zunino goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. Gerard Dyson is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
He's in a nice groove right now, Matt. He's already got 2 Ks in the inning. And I love the location. That ball's out of the zone. He gets another swing and miss. So he's got a chance to.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Jason
and the
Kipnis.
first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Needs to get that sinker down. It's 2-0. 2-0 count. Here it comes. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
Now another 2-2. And he just misses with a curveball.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make them swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
So he sets him down swinging. Jason Kipnis becomes the first out of the inning.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Ball 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
This is one of the rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. In there for strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? And this is bobbled now by Cano. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Martin is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Carlos Santana now. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To the right side and through, a base hit. Ready once again, Lonnie Chisenhall. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time. He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. Gene Segura standing in. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
The shortstop.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Segura.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. On a big swing by Cano as he lifts this one high and deep out to right field. And they have taken the lead. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Kyle Seager.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a hard sinker there, chopped foul at home plate. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Ready for another shot now. Nelson Cruz. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Matt, here we are, double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that sinker. Maybe get a ground ball and get 2, right? But he comes with the fastball right there. Now nobody knows what to see. This is going to be an interesting at bat.
Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? And that's through for a hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dan Vogelbach. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's throwing first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
Here's Leonis Martin. 0 for 2
12.
on his line thus far.
Leonis Martin.
Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will. Here's the catcher, Jan. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Little chopper back his way. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter.
Digging in once again, Michael Brantley. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Lays off 1-0. sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the 2-1 to Brantley. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. In there, and it's full 3-2. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Got him. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. And Jason Kipnis up next will bat this inning. Stepping up to the plate, Jason Kipnis. He went down on strikes last time up. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. Edwin Encarnacion now. Over 2 with a walk for him so far.
Designated hitter.
Into the windup and the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage. Now at the plate.
Leading off for the Mariners. Right fielder.
Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Chisenhall is calling for it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The catcher.
Here now it's
3.
Mike Zunino. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Fouled back. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Here's Gerard Dyson. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. He's set and the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swings through it for strike number 2. The 0-2 delivery. And a fastball just a bit high.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
The batter, number
Gene
2,
Segura standing in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one will get this one.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Digging in. switch hitter, Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman,
Steve Cishek enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Number 31, Steve.
Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Not close. It's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Cano. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a diving attempt there by Cano, but he can't pull it in. A base hit. Into the box now, Carlos Santana. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Martin is under it. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So striding in, Lonnie Chisenhall. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw to first ends the inning. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He'll start things out needing to.
Second baseman, Robinson.
Andrew Miller takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 24, Andrew.
And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Well, that slider right there, that's what makes him tough against the left-hander. That pitch is almost impossible to hit.
Brantley is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Third baseman, number 15.
Ready now, Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. On the ground up the middle, to his left, Lindor. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out. Stepping into the box, Nelson Cruz. Last time through was a base hit. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Naquin is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really put together a commanding pitching performance out there. Ended up tallying 12 strikeouts, and more importantly, he gave his team a great chance to earn the victory.
For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 2 runs